What is the most important message that Pisces needs to hear this month? Please set the tone for this reading. What is the most important high-level energy or message that Pisces need to hear this month? Suklaf, Angel of Verdancy. Let's read this. Angel of Verdancy. The wind moves through the grass in waves, carrying with it the seeds of growth. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. Beneath the fallow earth, seeds vibrate and burst, changing the loam. The transmuted life already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. It is nature and natural for plant life to seek the sky and the blessing of the sun. With this simple act, no prayer, the dominion of Suklaf expands. With open hands, Suklaf denies decay and defies entropy. It is verdant where Suklaf wanders. Let your roots take hold and allow the gaze of Suklaf to fall on you. It is the season for blossoming. So there's a very, very important message here. Okay, I'm going to read that part again. It says, it is nature and natural for plant life to seek the sky and the blessing of the sun. With this simple act, no prayer, the dominion of Suklaf expands. So this is talking about, for you, knowing that you don't necessarily have to rely on the spiritual realm or the occult or God or energy, I'll put it that way, for you to build what you're trying to build. Okay, that comes naturally with the actions that we put in place, the actions that we take. That's natural. It's a natural state of being in this earthly realm. So for you this month, Pisces, it's about, and again, I'm going to say we're leaving the Pisces Neptunian fluidity way of thinking, because we've been there for the last couple months. We're leaving your season, and we're actually starting a new solar year here with Aries on, what was that, March 19th, March 20th. And so again, we're kind of leaving that fluid, dreamy realm and moving into things that can be built and take hold. We're moving into new action, planting seeds. Okay, it's springtime. So, very important message for you. I'm going to leave that there so we can reference it throughout the reading. Now I'm going to do a spiritual portion of the reading, high-level spiritual message. So Spirit and Universe, what is the high-level spiritual message for Pisces? High-level spiritual message for Pisces. This is the Mary L. Tarot deck. I do not read these reversed. And your card. The Moon. This is your card, Pisces. Oh, there's so much to say about this card. Where do I want to go? The Moon is a card of illuminating that which has yet to be illuminated. Okay, it's a card of hidden information and the truths behind those coming to light. It is also the card of seeking through the inner depths and trusting and believing that we need to see. We need to force ourselves to see the truth. Okay, that's why he's holding his eyelid open. He's trying to see. Yes, he is relying on spirit guides in the spiritual realm to protect him from the darker energies. But when we tie in this energy, it is a time for actually seeing the truth, not feeling the truth. Seeing something for what it is. not feeling like it is, right? Seven of Pentacles, work. It is time, okay? Getting down to brass tacks, working, building. You're well on your way. And if you're with somebody, you two are well on your way. One person might be putting in more money or more activity or more action into the relationship, but you have to focus on the fact that both of these sections are headed, they're headed towards the sun, and they're headed towards the same point. So believe and trust in what you see here, because you're moving in the right direction, and you're moving in the right direction together. Okay? Maintain faith and hope. There might need to be healing that's done from the past. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have the Page of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something that hurt us, and we were walking away in a form of, or out of necessity, to protect ourselves. You see how she's draped herself in this cloak of a lion's skin, because she's protecting her pride. She's protecting her identity. That's why she had to leave. It could have been a very toxic situation. And when we're talking about the Page of Swords here, this is a card of stalking and spying and checking in on somebody, watching them, trying to gather information. It's more of a card of gathering information. And I don't really want to take it to that lower vibration of stalking and spying, because that's a very low vibration type of thought. But on a higher level, it is watching and trying to gather information so you can use it to move forward. Because with the Page of, or the Two of Wands here, we have past, we have future, and we have a moment here that we are right now, here in the present moment, that we can choose to either focus on the past or move towards the future. So very much an action-oriented card, and being a little confused about what to do right now. So there may have been past hurts, but we don't need to stay in that realm. We need to focus on what we can build now, plant now, cultivate now. Okay, don't get stuck. Okay, now cultivate, build now. Don't get stuck in wondering and feeling and trying to make clarity out of a very foggy situation. Okay, that comes in time. It comes through action. Okay, these things tend to come on their own. I'm going to leave this. What do I want to leave up front? I'm going to leave this Two of Wands up front, because we can only act in the current moment. And I think that's important for you when you're trying to figure out what you would like to cultivate this year, this month, in your love life, in your work life, in your spiritual life. All right, so let's pull some cards for the full portion of your reading. All right, Spirit and Universe, what are the messages for Pisces? What's going on in Pisces' life? What do they need to hear? Now, keep in mind, Pisces, a couple very interesting transits are occurring right now. First of all, we all know we're in Mercury retrograde, but it's amplified, and Mercury retrograde doesn't impact everybody. It doesn't, and it doesn't have to. Mercury rules our third house of communication, but this is based off of your rising sign, so it doesn't have to be in your third house. It's based off of whatever sign you have in your first house. So you want to pull your natal chart and understand what your rising sign is, because that is actually very impactful in your personality. And that's where these transits impact you. Secondly, Jupiter is retrograde. Oh, what a surprise. There's the Page of Swords again. Jupiter is retrograde. And with this Jupiter retrograde that happened during the Pisces season, this confusion that Mercury retrograde may be causing some people, this Jupiter is causing us to really go inside into our spiritual and emotional realm and actually seek out and search for some resolution. So this is a great deal of time where we're looking towards the past and feeling like we're owed something or giving an apology, and in order to make ourselves feel reconciled. Now, it's very important to recognize that this Jupiter retrograde is taking place right on the cusp of Uranus transiting into Taurus. This is a generational transit. It's an outer planet. It stays in a sign for 7 years. So basically anybody that's born during this this Jupiter retro or this Uranus transit is going to have their Uranus in Taurus, which is very important because Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. It rules technology and it rules space, AG type of things. That's why cryptocurrency is being and has been gaining a lot of ground lately. That's why there's expected to be a lot of earthquakes over the next year, specifically this spring and summer, because this Jupiter or this Uranus transit is impacting the earthly realm, Taurus, things that are on the ground, things that we build, our money, our stability, our security. There's going to be over the next 7 years, there's going to be very huge gains and losses based on the work we've done in the past. It is time to plant the seeds. You want to talk about karmic retribution. If you've been lazy or too dreamy or haven't been working hard, this Uranus transit is not going to serve you well. It can cause major losses. But if you have been working diligently and consistently and setting up a strong foundation for yourself, these jolts that we're going to be getting with this Uranus transit over the next 7 years can very much impact you or launch you into a new, even more stable place. So if you are needing to make a change in your action and your consistency, do it now before this transit, because this transit is answering everything that you've been doing over the past 7 years. Now, frankly, this past 7 years for everybody when Uranus was in Aries has been very fiery. It's been very turbulent. There's been crazy love situations that were intense but full of hatred. There's been things that you thought were going to work out that didn't work out on the flip of a dime, because Aries is a passion. They move quickly. They anger quickly, they love quickly. And so when you amplify that with Uranus, it can be major shifts in areas of passion and being very confused in areas of passion and where we thought we were going. So everyone's coming from this, but work on consistency and stability, because this is the last month, because this Uranus transit happens in May, and do it now because you're setting the stage for what is to come over the next 7 years. And I really hope you've been doing it lately or longer than this last month, but this is your time. It's like this window period where you can reset the stage for what's going to happen in the next 7 years. So keep that in mind. It's very important. This is not a time to be dwelling over the past or looking towards the past or wondering what would have been. It is a time for building what we're wanting to build and doing it now. In the present moment, what are you doing right now for your future? That sounds super cliche. I realize that, but this Uranus transit is going to answer that with conviction. Here we have the Page of Swords again. What are you looking for? What are you watching? What are you trying to gain clarity on? It is not serving you. Somebody might be spying on you too. Who cares? It's not serving them. They're giving you their power. If you're watching or looking in on somebody, you're literally wasting your time. You are giving them your power and your time. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's over. New love is here. There's much better communication. And I love this reading because I'm a Pisces rising, so obviously this is impacting me very heavily. This is also speaking to me. So, 10 of Swords. It hurt. It sucked. It's also over. The sun is rising across this very emotional, expansive, deep bay of emotional, dreamy dreamland that we've been in for last couple months. Or longer, really. It could even be 10 months, 10 years, 10 days. So there's a long period of time, but the sun is coming up on the horizon, and frankly, you best recognize. Okay, there's new love here, overflowing. This relationship is being blessed. You feel good. You feel in sync, right? There's lots of communication. This could be short distance travel, okay, little trips here and there, weekend getaways, whatever, but also lots of communication back and forth. Text messages. All over the place, all day long. Super fun. So, who wants to live here? Like, this is done. Don't go back to this space. Don't even look. Who cares? It literally doesn't serve you. So, move into new, better. This is not a time for introspection. We've already been doing that for way too long. Don't even think about it. Okay? Deep contemplation about life. What's my purpose? This is necessary. It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful energy, but not right now, not for you. Okay? Deep introspection. What's my purpose in life? Am I my own constant? Right? How am I gonna? I'm seeking the answer. Okay? Yeah, beautiful energy. Human beings need to do this at times. You definitely do not need to be doing that right now. Living in the moment of this, let this past go. Like, it's just done. Move forward. Again, stop juggling things. If you're juggling people, if you're juggling work, it's causing a great deal of emotional unrest. You're not on sure footing. You're juggling things. You're trying to build too much. Are your energies split? Where are they split? What are you doing about it? Okay, make a decision. Oh, look, you are. Two of Pentacles reversed. You're putting down one of the Pentacles and moving into the present. Oh, Pisces. This world, we have some pretty impactful cards here that are reversed. And you need to listen to me. You need to listen to me here. This is important. Because it's not over. But we have to recognize that when we fail to let something end or force something to end, we're going against the natural grain of what should be. Now, I'm all for power of manifestation and whatever, law of attraction and bringing in the things that we want. That's important. But it is also important to realize those places in our lives when we get stuck and we think that we can manifest a certain outcome just because we want it. The reason why I'm saying that is you're not living, or they're not living in the present here. Do they have a vantage point? Yes. They can see clearly all the information that's needed. But I think with these two cards here, calling for drastic action to be done, we don't have time to sit and watch. I mean, we all have time, but it's not the best use of our time to sit and watch and gather and ski and learn. It's not. It serves no purpose. These swords in his back, those are thoughts. He's choosing to stay here. He's choosing to feel hurt. He's choosing to feel stabbed in the back. They stabbed you in the back. Who cares? Peace. Deuces. Get out of here. Why dwell? This is you dwelling with this World card. And yes, ultimately, theoretically, I guess you can say, you can cause this to stay in your life. But I don't think that this person wants you to stay in their life, this to stay in their life. I think you need to move forward and be in something new and actually be in it. Cultivate something that can actually grow. But here's this, okay? And I don't think that this is saying that this is the situation, it can't end. I think the situation ended. But I think you're stuck in your mind here and you're going to take this thought, take these memories into the future, and it's serving no purpose. Something broke down. Something definitely can be rebuilt. That's what's interesting here. I don't know if this is a hope. This is telling you to not have hope. Just do. Just act. Okay? Remember, this doesn't come through prayer. This comes through actually building it. Actually planting that tree. Actually planting that seed. That's where this tree grows from. Not because someone stood there and prayed. And I'm not knocking that. We do that. We all do that through time to time. But right now for you, Pisces, that's not what you need to be doing. So move away from this energy. Don't stay here. Knight of Swords reversed, High Priestess reversed. You're not listening to your higher intuition. You're not listening. I don't know if you're a lower frequency, like a lower frequency Pisces, and I'm not trying to be offensive at all, but like this is a card of extreme intelligence and extreme intuition. She knows the secrets that are hidden here behind these walls of Solomon's temple. She knows the fruit that they can bear. She's standing guard. Here's the moon. Again, you. So She knows what is here and what can be built, but she's choosing to not see it herself, let alone let anybody else into it. It's like her own secret private garden that she locked the door and threw away the key. What's the purpose of that? Now, the good card here is that we have the Knight of Swords reversed. So I think these World and the Tower is trying to not let something go, but you're not trying to keep it either. I think these things are stuck in your mind, or you or them are like watching, like maybe it's a habitual or something like that, but it's not like you're trying to do something or actually rectify the situation. If you did, look, this could come to pass if you did, but I don't see that you're actually taking action here. You're probably in a new relationship and it's going really well, or you're in a new friendship or new business partnership and it's going really well, but you're a little stuck on the past, but clearly you're not doing anything to change the situation, which is totally fine. But you have to recognize where your energy is being spent. If you want to try to get somebody back, or again, back to this Jupiter retrograde and this spiritual reconciliation, I think this is all being done internally. You're trying to rectify something in your own soul and clearly not actually trying to take action towards it, probably either because you can't or you don't really want to, but definitely hanging on to something. Couple clarifiers, then I'm going to move into the extended. Oh, underneath this card was the Two of, look, oh, how funny. Two of Cups. So it's this over, like this connection is gone. The Hangman reversed. Hey, take action. This is not a time for waiting and watching. I keep saying it. These cards keep saying it. Couple clarifiers, then we're going to move into the extended. In the extended, I'm going to pull a ton more clarifiers. We're going to add a whole other layer here. We're going to go much more in depth. That link's below if you would like it. If not, let's pull a couple clarifiers for you now here. And again, you can always order a private reading. And also, please comment below. Please comment below. Please clarify this Ten of Swords. Please clarify this Ten of Swords for Pisces. You could be dealing with an air sign too, because or a fire sign, or an earth sign. I mean, they're all here. They always are. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Pisces? We know why, but let's clarify more. Please clarify the Ten of Swords for Pisces. Oh, gosh. This is due to either a fire sign or an Aries specifically. That is the card of the Emperor. And they could be feeling like this. But it's relating to a fiery energy. Please clarify this Ace of Cups, because there's new love. Like you're in a good place. Just you're not allowing yourself to mentally be in a good place. Like you have to remember, like where you chose this, it was for the best. Walking away, protecting your pride, protecting your ego. That's not a bad thing. Especially not in extremely toxic relationships. Okay, walk away with your head held high. But now what you have to do, okay, see it for what it was and live in the moment. Which you usually do anyway, well, actually you don't. You're in this dreamy realm. But based on your rising sign or your Mars sign, that could be very different for you. I highly advise everybody to look at their natal chart and look at their rising sign and learn about it. Look at your moon sign, learn about it. Your Mars, I don't think people understand how much, where their Mars placement is, what house it's in for one, and two, what sign it's in. That is your sexual energy. That's how you act and how you force yourself out into the world. It is extremely important. Your Mars sign can talk about, and your rising sign can actually talk about your physical appearance. It can talk about how you were raised, what type of parental advisement or learning you got or nurturing you got from your parents. Learn about those. They impact us more than just our sun sign. So yes, I know you're Pisces, and yes, I know you're watching this video, but it would be more beneficial to you to learn about your Mars sign and learn about your rising sign, because you will have a great deal of insight into yourself, who you are, and why you are the way you are, for one, and two, who you're with. Learn their love style, learn their sex style. Okay? Learn about their past relationships. Learn the types of people that rising sign tends to marry and be with. It answers a lot of questions. All right, sorry to go on that spiel. We're clarifying. Please clarify this Ace of Cups. Like, for example, if your Mars is in Pisces, you need affirmations of love. You need to feel loved, not in a codependency way. But if someone is detaching from you, all right, you need to, like, you're going to feel very hurt when they don't talk to you. And that's okay, but you need to realize that and not take it personally. And your partner, they need to realize that. If your Mars is in Taurus, you very likely are very, very, very good at building wealth. And you also are probably very stingy in the love department in terms of, unless somebody offers you a lot of wealth or an extreme amount of stability in life and love, you probably aren't gonna sleep with them. Like, you take care of yourself first. Your stability comes first. What's something weird? Like, if your Mars is in Aquarius, okay, you could be very much into like control through sex, or you may like being controlled, but you are also very prudent out in the world. Okay, you know who you are. You get things done. You're very much leadership capable and leadership oriented. There's a whole ambiance of control around you. And it can be bad, but it also can be very good. But if you understand that about yourself, you can hone that in. So just because you're a Pisces does not mean you're all dreamland, all love and emotions. There's so many facets to us. So learn about those. It's extremely important. Okay, this Ace of Cups. And learn about your partner. That's extremely important, so you can give them what they actually need. They may not realize it themselves. Okay, Ace of Cups clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. There could be new and approaching love. It either isn't off the ground yet or may have a hard time getting off the ground. Maybe it's very new, that's why there's lots of communication. But there's not really stability involved in this yet. Or they need to get a job, or you need to get a job, something along those lines. Oh crap, I'm going on way too long. Let's pull a couple more clarifiers and then we'll get into the extended reading where we'll pull a ton more. Please clarify this world reversed. Why is this world reversed? You're not letting this go in your mind because you're seeking justice on some level. You are seeking justice. Why are you not attuned to your higher level of intuition that you need to be? Why is the High Priestess reversed? You are seeking justice. Or some sort of retribution emotionally. Maybe that's why you're watching. Like maybe you want to see somebody fall on their face or something like that, because then you can feel good. But like, don't go there. Just don't. It's not worth it. High Priestess clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Basically, you're getting there. Like this, I think, is a wake-up moment, a wake-up call a little bit, that maybe where you're spending your time or energy or where they are is not in the appropriate place to actually build something. So you're feeling tired because you're feeling stuck. But you need to refocus back on these pentacles and keep building what you're building, okay? And you could need more stability from your partner, that could be. But like you're going to get stuck here if you don't start opening up, quote unquote, your third eye and like listen to your intuition and stop wondering. This is you giving your power away and it's literally wasting your time. Okay. All right, Pisces, I love you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.